Human beings are born with only two kinds of fears. Are you aware of it? One is the fear of falling and one is the fear of loud sound. Only these two fears are what we are born with naturally because of the evolutionary process. And the rest of the fears that we have are all learnt. Learnt from childhood, that we will do later. But the thing is that the rest of the fears are all learnt. So whatever fears are learnt can be unlearnt also. There is a science behind fears. Okay, what is the science? The science that once you feel afraid, your physiology changes. Your sympathetic nervous system gets activated. What does the sympathetic nervous system do? It stops all activities which are not required for fighting or flying away from a situation. That means it stops all the activities of the alimentary canal, the liver, the kidney, everything stops. And blood is rushed to your muscles so that they get more oxygen. Your heart starts palpitating faster so that oxygen goes to your circulatory system and goes to all the parts of the body, because now the muscles need that oxygen to be ready to either attack whatever is threatening you or to run away from that. In both situations, the muscles have to be very strong. So the physiology changes according to the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is what is activated. Now that sympathetic nervous system, I have just explained what it stops and what it activates also. Okay. Now this sympathetic nervous system secretes adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline shoots immediately when we are fearful and it comes down also immediately. But cortisol is longer lasting. What happens with cortisol? It rises slowly but it remains for a much longer time. So even after your fear has dissipated, what happens that the feeling of fear remains. When the cause of fear is gone, yet that feeling of fear remains because that cortisol is still in our circulatory system. That also goes down with time, but before it has gone down, and again if there is some other fear which is activated, adrenaline will shoot up, it will come down also. But cortisol will come up again. So sometimes it happens one fear, second fear, third fear is overlapping and cortisol just keeps remaining, going higher and higher and remains for a much longer time in the circulatory system. So that is why sometimes there is no cause of fear, but we feel there's something disturbing us. That is because of the cortisol which is remaining in the body. Okay. So what happens that because of this adrenaline and cortisol being secreted, and all the time if you are fearful and your internal organs are not working, no repairs are taking place, your digestion is gone and no new cells or anything are created in the body. So if all the time you are going to be in that situation, you are going to become unhealthy. That is the thing that science says, that not to be fearful or tensed or stressed out all the time, because you are going to fall ill. You are definitely going to fall ill. So you have to prevent yourself from being fearful all the time. Okay? Fear and excitement. During fear and excitement, both adrenaline and cortisol are secreted. Okay? It's the same hormones. But we are reacting, we are fearful in one, and in another situation we are excited. Think of a roller coaster. Okay? In a roller coaster you will see so many people are afraid of going on it and so many people are excited. In both, adrenaline and cortisol are playing. Okay? So now why is it that one is fearful and one is excitable? It is because of what you think in your brain. So thinking is a very important factor. If you decide that I am not going to be fearful, let me be excited, you will automatically become excited. So if you're automatically excited, the fear has gone, that fear portion has gone. So fear and excitement have the same hormones, and you all are going to decide today whether you'll want to remain fearful or you'll want to be excited. Okay?